Police ezitwala abakungu batuletera abaana batuuke Kampala tunonye ekyokukola. Katonda yasazeewo. Kati tukole tutya? Ne balema tuteeka mbulumya ono minisita simanya RDC bambega. Ffe abaana tukkiriza ati ekizibu kizze, essomero tetulinenya, accident zibaawo, Katonda yasazeewo, ne tubaagalamu buyambi. Kyekituweesa omusolo bazikwanguwa abaana senga bonna baweddeyo dda n'abafu tewaliwo nnyonyi ya poliisi gye bagula biliyoni tewaliwo y'amagye tewaliwo nay'amagye kati ebyo biba bituyambira kubanga batugamba nti abaana ba gavumenti kati abaana banabeera batya ba gavumenti nga gavumenti tesobodde tuyambira baana eyamba abaana baayo eryoke bafuula abaayo era bagiwa omusolo tuwa omusolo
kano ke kamu ku bubonero obulaga nti baayo
wano erina okwoleseza obukugu n'okutulaga nti etwagala okutuyambira abaana naye kati minisita ajja RDC bonna bajja kuzimba buzimbi wano abaana batukubira bukubizi masimu simanyi moloto simanyiwa olugendo luli musawo
abazadde kyebagala kwe kulaba ku baana
kyetwagala abaana babateeke mu nnyonyi babaleete ekkololo wali ebidirira byonna Katonda yanaasalawo.
Essaawa 24 ze tuvaamu zibadde za nnaku nnyo mu ggwanga. Akabenje akaaguddewo. Abasomi bagenze kutua Captura. By now, you've seen the images. Those were the kids. That's one of the saddest videos ku internet gyendabye in the last 24 hours. Happy kids nga tebamanyi kiddako. Oyinza ogamba nti omutonzi waffe yasalawo mu mbeera nga zino. We are hearing differing numbers. 23, 21, 2. Tetunafuna namba eri concrete. But one thing is solid. Nti we have critical kids out there in hospitals. Nga video etandika nkuzanyidde omuzadde omu nga alina demands zayisaawo nga si musanyufu. Akugambye nti distance from Kampala to where the kids are can take you close to 12 hours. Voila. This was an accident. Tewali muntu yatudde mumaka ge ne yeetegekera kino ekyaguddewo. Nti kids have gone for a tour. Let me be ready in case something happens. Nvuge mu motoka ngende. Tewali. It was an accident. Kiguddewo. Osobola okusanga abazadde abamu they didn't even have money mu nju. Omwami akugamba nti why can't the government airlift these kids? Whether balamu oba bafu babaleete babatuwe. We've accepted tukkiriza. Disaster has hit. There's nothing we can do right now. Omutonzi waffe yasazeewo. The response oyinza okugamba to an extent has been good ku ground. Naye abazadde abali e Kampala oyinza okugamba kibadde kibalese mu situation nga they don't know what's going to happen next. Ebintu bino bitiisa. If you have someone involved in akabenje nga kano nga you've not even seen them tonaba kubako liiso kitawaanya omutwe. It's not easy to handle. Bano bazadde bali baana baabwe, they are in the middle of kangambe nowhere and they ask one thing: can't the government help to airlift these kids? Because ennyonyi weeziri, we have helicopters. Ennyonyi edduka okusinga road transport. We established nti enguudo mbi. The roads are so bad. Okuvuga emmotoka okuva e Kampala ogenda e Captura, it takes long. N'ennyonyi ejja kutambula. Why don't we as a nation act mu bintu eby'omugaso? One man made a very good comparison nti singa bibadde some political issues singa baatuuse dda. Nga we nagambye olunaku lw'eggulo mu part 1 y'eno video, sagala kuyingira mu mboozi to blame anyone, to blame the system, but we all know where the problem is. Poor roads and everything. Masa onja kuzanyira ka video nga bakugamba an eyewitness what happened ku bus eyo. But for now, why is it so hard for the government to act fast? At the point of making this video, what video we're going to follow me, maybe by Nzobanga Batuse Kampala, but it will be almost 24 hours later. In Unyuweziri, we have the fuel, we have the pilots. Why can't these kids be airlifted? Whether dead or alive. Point yo mwami, juwo budde. Byasaba a very, very possible demands as a taxpayer. Byasaba bisoboka. Don't allow anyone to fool you kulimbanti. It's impossible. We have the helicopters, we have the means naye. Do we have the will? Eno disaster yakuteko buli muntu. Oyinza okugamba nti government yandibadde acting fast. But instead oyinza okugamba the scene has been made political. Mujja kunsasira. Nti RDC show up, minister show up, oyogere mu bantu. You're playing up to the gallery. Mujja kunsasira. Mweno situation. You're turning this into a political show okulaga nti ku ground twaliwo naye nga in actual sense tewali kyamaanyi kye mukoze mu bwangu. Nkimanyi mujja kusindika ambulance zigende 6 or 8 hours, 6 and 8 hours back. That's almost 24 hours. Omuntu okufa mu accident, it doesn't mean you're dying immediately. While complications izijja later. Nengo oyinza okugamba singa watuuse in a big tertiary center nga Mulago, you can save a life. Right now, as a nation, we can't reverse the lives of the 21, the 22, the 23, 24. The reports we're getting about food day, we cannot. But we can save abasigaddewo. Kyetaagisa ki ku actinga mangu. The slower we act, the death rate will increase. Katanike video.
My name is Sabil Abdul Haq. I am a native of Gw't. This accident happened mysteriously. It was too fatal. It was people who had come for a study tour at Kaptorwa since it's a tourism site. It happened like this. After the bus reaching Amgol sub-county, the bus happened to get a mechanical condition with the peoples. The mechanics offloaded the peoples. Then from there, they requested for the mechanics to come and repair the bus. When the mechanics came, the driver insisted, even after senior drivers of the air told him that please, if the bus has an issue, you help us and you tell us reality so that we can get other means of transport to take these kids to the tourism site. The driver insisted. He told us he knew what he was doing. Now we also kept cool. We kept calm since he knew what he was doing. From there, the bus tried to be a bit fair. Then after that, the students were again put back in the bus until corner, that is Towe, around Towe area. That's where the learners again got off when the bus experienced another mechanical condition. They told the driver to still insist on transporting learners. The students, the pupils were again told to foot from corner to CP Falls, that's in Kaptogolo. Then the bus remained being maintained in the corner, trading center, that is the Kaptogolo sub-county. The pupils went to Kaptogolo, then from there they used shortcut to CP sub-county.
Omwami akugamba nti bus yafunye mechanical issues biri, emirundi ebiri. Meaning eno bus yabadde nfu. The bus had issues even before setting off. We've seen the images of the tires. Ngateina mipin. It was a DMC, dangerous mechanical condition vehicle. Ngeweddeyo. Driver aliwa. The owners of this company baliwa. They need to be answerable to this. If these reports are true, nga bus yafudde almost 2 times. Nga bamugamba bus eno ina obuzibu. He insists n'agamba namu. If the driver is alive, forgive me here, wabanga mulamu. He needs to be answerable, plus the owners of this company. You're responsible for killing our kids. You knew the bus had a problem. No lemerako. Ne bakugamba bamakanika nti bus eno kyusaamu abana bagene mu bus endala. You insisted. A few moments later, ebyazzeeko, you've seen what has happened. The owners, the driver, wabamulamu, needs to be answerable.
When the bus got ready, the bus climbed uphill freely without the peoples. Reaching in Sipi, they had finished their exploration. the people were again requested to get back into the bus. Still the natives insisted. They say that no, driver, this bus is not good. The mechanics were even still working on the bus in Sipi, but the driver insisted. We told him that please, we can get for you other means to put down the kids and take them to wherever they are reaching. The bus driver insisted and told us that he knew what he was doing and the bus had a minor problem. We, even as we took it easy, we left him to load his bus. After loading his bus, students were being counted to the bus. From there, in short, after them traveling from Sipi, in a minute of 15, we had sad news that one of the buses that had transported people had crashed in Chekotit, that is Kawo sub-county.
So the bus had a mechanical
Yes, the bus had a mechanical condition which we explained to the driver and the driver insisted.
Last week na raising a concern ne nkugamba nti mu ggwanga lyaffe majority of the people abagenda ku luguudo they are not qualified to drive cars. Engeri abantu gye bafunamu permit is so questionable. I won't be surprised. Ayina osika kaseera k'okwogera ebintu nga bino nga driver we your bus never had the qualifications to drive that bus. Sijja kwewuunya. I won't be surprised nga be bantu abayiga okuvuga emmotoka ku bbala. Nti because I'm around other drivers, I learn how to sit maaso ga steering, therefore I'm a driver. Bangi nnyo. Now and I can guarantee you this nti otuddeko mu mmotoka nga omuntu akuvuga yayiga bw'atyo. Nga tamanyi when to stop. Nga tamanyi nti emmotoka yaba terina mipiira oba braking fu oba something is wrong with the car. Komaawo. Okuvuga emmotoka yaba passenger is a big responsibility. Buvunaanyizibwa bwa maanyi nnyo. You're driving or you're looking after the lives of abantu bangi. Your bus yabaddemu abaana over 100. That's a discussion for another day. Overloading. Abaana babadde bangi mu mmotoka. You must have some common sense. If not common sense, better ng'omuntu, be a human being. Ofumitiriza ogambe nti no basi efudde emirundi ebiri. Ogwokusatu singa mangi vuga nga mulimu abaana bano neefa. Something can go wrong. In this case, it did. A very horrible, bad accident that caught the country by storm. Buli muntu yafunyemu okutya. Buli muzadde ebyenda byamutokose. I saw the images yesterday. It was so traumatizing. To both the parents n'abaana abato abasigadde. We are getting updates this evening nti waliwo abala abafudde. This accident was so bad. Maybe because it wasn't caught on camera, so people cannot conceptualize the extent over the level of the kind of accident yabaddewo nakule eggulu. Abasawo bagambiwe bati. Watch.
We received a total of 48 children here at Mbale. Initially, we got 32 in the night, and then the other 16 additional came from Kaiserem Health Center 4, and we lost 2 on arrival in our emergency unit, and we lost 1 more adult in the morning. So we have 2 adults and 1 child, and the other 45 patients who came in here were alive, and we had 5 critical ones who are still under critical care in our casualty, and we had 4 lined up for emergency surgery, for emergency operations through the night and up to this afternoon. I'm happy that the team here at Mbale Regional Referral Hospital, which was led by our chief surgeon, Mr. Elijah Moses, has been able to work on the children successfully. Most of them had severe head injury. We have so far 2 children in our ICU here at Mbale. One has head injury, and then the second child had open abdominal injury with all the gut out, and our surgical team was able to effectively reconstruct this child. And the other children that underwent surgery are now stable. We had one particular girl child who had severe pelvic injury and all her private parts, and anything in the pelvis was messed up. I'm very happy with my team led by Dr. Richard Gamukama, who managed to successfully reconstruct this little girl, and she is stable in our surgical ward now as I speak. At the moment, the most critical in our ward here is a one child. He's called Simon Peter. He is still on a ventilator. All the rest are off the ventilator. They're able to breathe on their own under the support of our critical care nurses here.
Big up to the doctors and the nurses. bakola omulimu omusufu despite the constraints. Embeera tali nnyangu, they've tried their level best. Akugambye oba akuwa the description of the kind of injuries. Tula wansi osiga ekifaananyi mu mutwe gwo what you think kya describe nze. Those are severe injuries. Ebyenda nga bifulumye. Head injuries, abaana abasinga obungi. Pelvic injuries. Ne bagezaako, they reconstructed most of the injuries and right now the kids are stable apart from one. Ali ku machine. Tumusabira Allah muteremu obuwangu atereere. Twafunye update from the police bade ku ground. Abaana abavudde e Captura ne batuuka e Kampala. Bagambye bati. Watch.
And it was around 6:30 where buses led by police, Red Cross and other rescue agencies reached this place with a number of students from King David Junior School that were able to survive the nasty accident yesterday. And I'm joined with Dr. Aisha Kayongo from the police to tell us exactly what is happening at this place, because we see a number of parents and also students that were recovered.
Sure. Good evening, everybody. We condole together as a country for the loss, the nasty accident that happened. Right now, we are at Machinge Sabaga municipality, where the children that were able to survive the accident have been brought here for more of counseling and therapy, as well as also sorting out those ones who survived and those ones who actually their parents have to come and pick from here. So then what happened, since morning we had been at the school, King David School is located in Indeje, but then we realized the numbers of the parents that were coming in, the mourners, was just becoming too much. And then when the children arrived in Kampala, they had to secure the RDC, Minister of Gender, different stakeholders, Red Cross and councillors. Then they agreed to have them brought here at Machinge Sabaga. The reason being that the space was a little bit small. So right now, where you are seeing us is we are getting them through another process of where the children, we had to register those ones who were in position to be brought back to Kampala. So what we are doing right now is a registration and screening for the parents and the children. Then we read out the name of the child. For the parents who are still around here, come pick their child, and then they register and take, because then you can't be certain who can come, a person who could come and take a child that may not be there. So we do a due diligence to make sure that we carry the necessary precaution and due process to make sure that at least for those ones who have survived so far, we are in position to have them given back to their parents. And also actually some of the parents had to drive all the way to Mbale, to Captura to pick, and also those were also able to bring their children, brought them to King David, we registered, and then they were in position to go with their children. Okay,
Doctor, we understand that this municipality now partly working or operating as a rehabilitation center. So far, we want to know how many in numbers have you recovered so far?
Okay, of course, some died up to a total of 21, for now believed dead, but the remaining balance over 40 to 50 around there at this school. So far, those ones that we have registered, and we're still doing the registration. Quite a number has been given back to their parents, but like we are going to find some parents had more than one child, had 3, others had 2. So you receive one, then you wait, because then we are doing in 2 series. The child that you have registered passed as the trucks we are bringing them in, I mean the buses, because of course we had to use different means of transport to have the children ferried to Kampala. So then we register, a child comes, a parent comes and picks the child, waits. If then those who have got their children and they don't have anything to maybe sort, because remember they even had their school bags, they had the logistics, they had traveled this, then you pick for your child. We've given the children some bit of counseling as well, also therapy to the parents to see how they are going to, sift through with the children till when maybe perhaps after the 2 weeks that the ministry is giving for the school to remain closed a little bit when they return back to school.
They've tried. They're trying. Now in Uganda, we can do better. The response time has been so slow. Engeri gye respondinzeemu as a nation, it's been very slow. Ku ground, perfect work. Abatuuze bakapshora bagezezaako nnyo okutwala abaana bano to the nearest health centers. From there to a much larger hospital nga Mulago, the response has been ebadde ya nfudu. Nkuzeyo ku mwami nga video etandika yagambye nti is it possible to get planes, helicopters? Yes, it is. You can save the lives of abasigadde. Nchimanyi mulimu abali critical nga you can't move them nga wetaaga an ICU ambulance. I understand that. Baleke yabo. Naye bana bali stable. Balete for further assessment. Because we know in those areas, no kufuna CT scan si changu. Leave alone an X-ray. Omwana ayinza okuba ina complication that needs to be picked up as soon as possible. Tugakikosa maaso go. Omusawo ajja kukola kyasobola based on what they have. Ajja kukebera, they will examine the kids, naye tebalina X-ray vision okulaba nti something wrong has happened. Tebalina CT scan vision okulaba nti omwana alina bleed ku mutwe. that might cause issues 24, 48, 72 hours later. Gwe mugaso gwa rapid response mu mbeera ng'eno. N'okukakanya omuzadde ebintu bino bitiisa. Being a parent ng'olina omwana abadde mu accident. Nakugambye, I don't want to imagine it. I don't want to be in that position, but I can just picture what goes through their mind. Akaseera sikangu. Mu mbeera ng'eno, all we can do is pray. Pastor Bugembe yagambye bw'ati. Watch.
Ayi Mukama, tetumanyi bwe tuyinza kugumya kyalo kino bazadde wabula gwe Mukama. Mukama taata tuuka ebigambo ebitatuuka. Abaana Mukama taata abawonye obagumye. Ate n'abafiiriddwa obagumye. Kubanga ebingi Mukama obiwulira. Naye mu bumpimpi Mukama twanise emikono nga tukusaba. Accident zino zikome, omwaka guno tugutuuse wakati, guleme okuggwako n'ebyekango. Bino byonna mbisabye mu linnya lya Yesu Kristo Mukama waffe. Engalo tuzikubire Katonda kubanga Mukama mulungi. Munzikirize ennyimba y'akayimba kava mu nnyimba za Wilson Bugembe. Nange nawandika kagamba nti wanazaake bibi fena wangula n'omusa sitani yaswazibwa wanaza fena n'abali eri waggulu tuyimbe nti wanazaake bibi n'omusaayi gwo sitani yaswala wanazake bibi wanazake bibi.
These are trying and difficult moments. Akaseera sikangu. Tusaba Allah agumye abazadde. Abaana abafudde abawumuze mirembe. Abasonyiwe baasobya awe janna. It's so sad. Njagala ompendo woza mu comment section wansawo kubyenkonyeeko. The response. Wandyagadde okulaba nga government egezaako nnyo, trying harder. I know they are trying. They are doing their level best. Naye wandyagadde okulaba nga mu mbeera ng'eno, because this will happen again. The cause has not been wiped away. This will happen again. Wandyagadde okulaba nga the response is much better, quicker. Ebintu nga helicopter. Okutambuza abaana bano okubaleeta in a larger hospital nga Mulago. Nja kusaba ompendo wozeemu comment section wansawo. Nja kulamu video dako. Peace.